I couldn't find nothing that I liked in there, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, all that passing shit.
Of course, my phone died, right? Ah, shit.
Oh, bro, his defense, bro. I mean, come on, bro.
That whooping shit, bro. He's R3ing you, but
He's doing what?
he's R3ing you, but it's like they fucking being tweak shit. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird, dude.
He running goal line offense on his 5-yard line.
He allowed, it's goal line, it's in the 5.
I know. I know.
But I just ran goal line back at his ass. He's still gonna run. He ain't gonna pass out of that shit. I put a corner at the outside.
Next time I'm gonna pass on that nigga on 4th and 3rd and 4th and 2.
He don't run commit though. That's the thing. Like, he's just R3ing you.
Yeah, I know. Get him with a little stretch looky. It's gonna look like a stretch. He gonna
Yeah.
R3 me.
I can't do the show with motherfuckers with all that shit in the background. So I just start another chat with you real fast.
This nigga on some other shit now. God damn.
Who, that D tackle?
No, Sims.
Well, he terrible?
Nah, phenomenal right
Oh,
now.
yeah, good. He off the drugs.
Nigga
Nigga off the
got clean.
drugs.
Nigga
He
got
got
clean.
clean. He got clean, cuz. He off the drugs. He got clean, cuz.
Finna send you the kickers from the people that text me.
I'll get to him. I'm about to do a show. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
already
I'm gonna
broadcasting.
just cool, just so you have it. I'll resend it, of course, in my notes and shit.
Who's still up on the late night with me? Who up with the late night with me? Who's still up on the late night with me? Who the fuck's up on the late night with me? On the late night with me? And we are live. Live from Real Drive. What the fuck's up with my YouTube over here, man? Let's restart this. Live from Real Drive. Max, why I'm getting niggas DMing me all these +2s and shit? Where that shit coming from, cuz?
They's talking about apparently
Like, we in a whole new next season, right?
T and Craig's game, and then from the old
There
gift,
ain't
I
no,
don't know
ain't no
whoever did
old
that
gifts.
one.
Ain't no old gifts. I've said 300 times I was doing them shits in the chat. I'm not doing nothing old. Now, what about the T and Craig game? What did I say happens there?
Pick 'em.
I guess you said it was a pick'em game, and then the old joint. You said what? Because I don't even know. I never heard
I'm
that
not
one.
going back and doing no old shit, bro. I posted in the chat. I was doing them that day. Nobody hit me.
When the day I sent you the list,
You ain't send me no fucking list.
I did,
You
because I
ain't
was
never make
damn
no
sure
list.
on it. I
Uh,
did. I was on it. I'm telling you.
I don't give a
Memorial Day
fuck.
video.
It's not getting done. Sorry. Anyway, T and who game I had to do?
I don't know. I wasn't on that day. The
Oh,
day I
all
was
right.
on.
Well, that's
Yeah,
it. That's not a gift either.
I don't know. Like I really wasn't on that day. I didn't watch the
I
video
do
or
remember
nothing.
the pick'em game. I just don't know what I said.
That's what that's what they talking about. They saying +2 for the
Yeah, I
pick'em
ain't say
game
no no plus. I said plus two for
or
the
a
pick'em
trait
game.
upgrade or a trait upgrade. I don't know which one. The niggas is telling me too much. That's why I'm like I don't. I was about to ask you that.
Yeah, I don't remember, bro. You know, I'll be saying
It says
anything at the time.
this is a pick winner. Pick a winner gift I get.
You know who probably know? Young Camden hit him up. I
That's who
guarantee
he
he.
hit me. That's what's message I'm reading. He said this is a pick'em game. He said he get. I don't know if this is what you told him, but he said it's a +2 speed and excel on a rookie. That's why I said he said, but I get. I don't. And I said from a while ago. He said no from Craig and T's game. Pick 'em.
Yep, they right. I did that for the. That's the Craig's pick'em game. That gift that was yesterday. You was feeling generous. You said plus two in the trade. Craig. That was for the pick'em game, right? The pick'em game though, right? That was for the pick'em game, right?
That's what they saying. Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, they get that. They get that. Yeah, I remember. I remember some of that. I just don't remember what I said. All right, but well, let's talk about these motherfucking players that came out in this draft this year, bro. What some good players? What y'all thought about the draft, man?
It was all right.
It's pretty.
It says the guy that went
Good.
crazy in the first three fucking picks. Okay, all right,
I
cool.
only had two
So
picks.
what? So what? You went crazy in the first 2 rounds, and then came back in the third, got a fucking monster. Although you didn't want that monster.
I ain't had no third.
In the
Had
fourth
fourth
round, my
round.
bad. I
I
gotta be
had
fucking
fourth,
perfect with you. I see. Type of fucking
fourth round
attitude
pick.
you got. All right,
Fourth
so we're going to
round.
Steel City first, though. We gotta go to Steel City. They had the number one pick in the draft. We gotta go to see what Steel City did in their draft. Let's go rosters and age right now, man. I think he listen. If there's a sleeper team that has had a great real draft class, like from draft 1 to draft 4 or 5, had a great draft where he restructured his roster. But how do we like this pick at number 1? Eric All, Michigan, tight end, 88 overall, 92 speed, 92 excel, tight end in the building. So first of all, we got to go. Remember, this is one of the teams that picked them tight end overall, first overall in the draft, the last real draft. I mean, the last Game of Thrones draft. So Shannon Sharp is still here with at 6'8", 255. This was the last Game of Thrones draft. So we're talking about 6 drafts ago. 5 drafts ago, I'm sorry. 5 drafts ago, Shannon Sharp was the number 1 overall pick in that draft. Full circle 5 years later, and Eric All is the number 1 pick of this year's draft class. Now, we talked about tight ends this draft. We said it would be a runoff on tight ends. The first pick of the draft was a tight end. Let me ask you, did he get the best tight end?
Yeah, he went number one.
Because he went number 1, he the best tight end?
Yeah, he's the best. The best.
So you that guy today.
I mean, you obviously take the best player number one. So
No, sometimes the best player number 1 is for that team, the best player for that team. I'm asking you, was this the fucking best tight end in the draft?
arguably, yeah.
I agree. I know I'm pushing back on you right now, but I completely agree. Saints might have did grab the best tight end. I mean, it was a pick. Lucky bastard. And he keep taking all the Camden motherfuckers and New Jersey players and shit. He blowing my shit. I wish he fucking retired. And then Snake gonna take my linebacker like he ain't know I had him two real drafts ago and last year. Motherfucker gonna come here and take it. All right, so he got a superstar, so I'm not mad at it, right? Overall, first overall pick. Now, far as the best overall players in the draft, he comes in at an 88, so he's not the overall best player in the draft. But I'm quite sure when he made this pick, they said he reached. But the question is, do we like this pick?
Yes, because we said tight ends would be a run, and he was one of the ones we thought would be in that run. Maybe not in that order, but he was definitely.
Well, we thought
Uh,
we thought he would be a first round pick. We definitely thought that.
yeah, we knew
We
he'd
thought he
go
would be a
first
first round pick.
round.
Yeah.
Maybe not the first tight end.
I like the pick. I'm not mad at it. Go get your guy. That's what you want. Now, see, the reason why I'm not mad at this pick is because I do think he needs to build on the offensive side. He tore the first real draft, three real draft classes up, all defense. They are loaded over there with real draft players. This team is ready to take that next step, and they did it with drafting a fucking quarterback that, well, to me, was a sleeper in this draft. You just gotta go show it. They went and got Demetrius Davis, who was in at Auburn, transferred out, and I'm gonna go on a limb and say this was the best quarterback in Texas since Kyler Murray in high school. So they went out on a limb. He transferred to Alabama State, so we will see him this year go crazy. They got themselves a dual threat quarterback. Now, if you know their offense over there, they're a pistol based offense. They like to run the football, and they do it through their run games, through their quarterback. And obviously, Montana was over there with 87 speed, 88 excel, and he was doing a lot of dual threat stuff, read options and things like that for this team. They went and got them a real read option quarterback. So I like this pick. And they was able to get him. Let's see what round they got him in. Let's see what Brown they got him in. Dang, he went second round, pick one. They went and got their players, bro. I don't know if I would, usually the fast quarterbacks go on the first round. He was able to get him in the second. He went and got so he got a weapon and protection, a weapon and a quarterback in the process. We know Demetrius Davis is the day one starter for this team. Would you disagree with me there, Hitter?
Nope, I wouldn't.
I'm not disagreeing there. Now let's just take a look at what they've been doing over the few years. They went and got Travion Henderson a couple of drafts ago, 98 speed. He came out 98 flying, Ohio State. So they got their running back right now. They're still young in the running back room with Herschel Walker Jr., Henderson, and you got Trey Benson here from Florida State. So they're not bad at all in the run room. I like it. You go look at the receiver core. Was there a receiver picked up in this draft? Jordan Hudson. 94 speed, 96 excel. I don't think he sees the field right away. With Pierce, Shelton over here, they got Trey Palmer, and they got Puka still over here. So I don't know if he gets on the field, but that's not a bad pick at all. Again, their tight end room, they're definitely 2 deep, 3 deep at the tight end if you really want to look at it that way. As far as protection goes, I'm not mad at the protection over here at all. Really at all. They picked up 2 centers. Jimmy Randolph. Sorry about the not having real draft. I just forgot to change their names to real draft players, but they all built. Bryce Winters and Jimmy Randolph. Look, if you're watching and you drafted a lineman and he's older than 21, let me know. I'll drop him to 21. I can't drop him to 20 because he's not a real draft player, but I can drop the lineman down to 21. So if you drafted a lineman over the age of 21 in this draft, I will change their age to 21. But I like what they got. They already was set with protection here. So they did a pretty good job on the offensive line here. I'm not mad at what they got going on. So their quarterback's going to come into a stick line. Now defensively, man, look, Kayvon Thibodeau, dog. They got him dog, right? So I love their defense. I love what they did in the real draft defense. PJ Leonard, 31 years old. He's already dropped down to a superstar. I don't know if he went up to an X Factor, but if he has any more 30-year-olds over here, they're gonna get dropped. He'll be able to keep him if he wants him as his superstar. But Marvin Jones Jr. I wanted this guy in the worst way. That's why I came and got Peter Wood this draft because I thought I would get him. So they are super loaded on the end. They got 2 superstars. These guys should be big time names in this league with Thibodeau and Marvin. Jones Jr. and shit. At the D tackle spot, I mean, Williams is 30 years old, so they're gonna have to make a decision. I know you're watching right now, B. So you gotta make a decision on who you want to keep on superstar. You want PJ Leonard or you want the D tackle to come down to superstar as a 30-year-old. They got Walter Nolan. This was the number one D tackle in last year's draft. And we talked about that at length. Um, and I know, I'm supposed to be talking about this year's draft, but I just want to go through the top 10 guys in their rosters and what they did to build upon what they had already. This defense, we're looking at Thibodeau possibly the number one D in his class, Marvin Jones possibly the number one D in his class. Then you get the number one D tackle. And then at the linebacker level, they went N'Kobe Dean. They still got him. You look at the middle linebacker level, they got Moody still here. They got Brian Samoa from Oklahoma, who I thought was a sleeper in his draft in that first draft class. Looking back over here, right outside linebacker, they got Kenya Colt, Florida State transfer to Alabama. Look at it. I mean, actually, Kenya Colt is actually an Alabama player. Now, the problem is my man on the star, so they got to get to work with him. I like what they did. Their linebacker level, defensive line level, and then they tore the fucking draft up. Let's just call it what it is. And then they also got another safety in this draft as well. I mean, Jamie Robinson plays really well from Smoke Monday in the trade, so they solid at the safety spot. And then that strong safety they picked up, one of the fastest safeties in the draft, and Sherrod, how you say that? Coville from Clemson, 94 speed, 95 excel. So they got themselves 85 zone, 80 man. He can cover right now. They don't need him to play sub package at 200 pounds because they got Isaiah Pitts for one more year before he gets dropped. So I like what they got right here. They got stepping stone they can build off of. He had a hell of a fucking draft. I mean, you got to win like this if you had the number one pick in every round. You got to win like that. So I thought they did a pretty good job. How about you, Hitter?
Definitely. Yeah, you stole a few players I had on my radar.
Yeah, he did his thing, man. Now it's the Demetrius Davis show over here. Like, it's nothing better than when you go pick a player and then you get him in the second when you probably thought somebody would get him in the first, but you go get your quarterback in the second round to fit your complete scheme now. And now, sky's the limit now. Let's see what happens with this team. I mean, Eric All will be one of the better tight ends in the league if used right. I mean, if you remember, he did one of the best jobs with tight ends. When you play the Pittsburgh Steelers, you got to stop Sharp. If there's a player on that field that you have to stop, it was Sharp. So to get a guy like Eric All, I'm sorry, not Eli, Eric All, and remember what T did with Eric All last year in Real Draft and Madden 21. So he got him a really good tight end in that mix. Now, was he the number one tight end in the draft? I don't think so. I think the number one tight end went in the second round at pick 4 that we'll talk about. So the number 2 pick, we got to stay in the AFC North and go to the Bengals with the number 2 overall pick. And they did what I would have did if I'm the Bengals. First of all, you got to talk about the trade. Do you like the trade with Malik Willis and Jason Butterfield?
Yeah. I think Butterfield was being wasted wherever he was at. He was in
Wasted? Fuck a Pro
no,
Bowl player. You mean Malik Willis?
Willis. Okay,
Yeah.
Willis.
I agree. I think Malik Willis needed a new home. It just did not work out in dirty ass Ohio. He ain't like it out there. He didn't like the weather. He didn't like nothing about the team. The coach was an idiot. Kept handing the ball off 55 times. He didn't like that shit. He ain't a do. He's like, I could run, but I could fling that shit too. I had the strongest arm in my draft class. Get me out of here. And he got out of here. Jason Butterfield was like, he's still talking to his agent. I don't know if he still works for him, but I know his agent got fired the moment he got traded. I mean, just think about that. If you're Jason Butterfield and the fucking Dolphins trade you after a Pro Bowl year, you fire your agent?
That or trying to figure out what's going on in Miami.
Yeah, Miami all over the fucking place. He better be getting that shit right. All I know. Dual threat, from a dual threat to the pocket passer that fits your offense more than anything, back to the dual threat. We gonna see though. We gonna see. All right, so I'm talking about the team, right? So Jason Butterfield was part of his offseason. They go get themselves a fresh new superstar X Factor, and he wasn't even an X Factor; he was a superstar. So that means the Dolphins worked him into that X Factor role. And You know what? I like it. I ain't mad at it. Let's see what happens because, I mean, they got themselves a pocket passing quarterback. Their system isn't really full dual threat quarterback. So they got a guy that can move the pocket a little bit, but he has a fucking rifle. He can throw the ball up and down the field with the receiver core they got over here. So I like it. Now, this is where I thought I was trying to trade my Noah Kane and them all year for like, swap second and Noah Kane type of, shit I was on. He wasn't hearing it. He stayed to his board. Nah, I need my second. I'm good. Only thing I saw him trade was a third round pick, but he had extra ones for people digging on his roster, right? All right, Blake Caron. To me, I'm starting him. I know you see the 98 speed rookie down here, right? But to me, I'm just a Blake Caron fan. Like I would have drafted Blake Caron at the time, but I had so many running backs 2 drafts ago. I couldn't do it. But I love this kid from Michigan. Now I'm gonna start him now, but I know he's not gonna be the starter with Gavin Sawchuk over there. They got the fastest running back in the draft, and they didn't just get the fastest running back. It was a runoff on running backs after Max drafted the only running back that went in the first round. I'm assuming. I don't know if I'm 100% sure. So pick 2, second round, Gavin Sawchuk, the fastest fucking. This is the fastest running back outside of Travion Henderson that came out of our draft ever. I think Jaleel Ruggs was one of those guys as well that had this type of speed, 98, 98. What you gonna get from Gavin Sawchuk? And fellas, please, if you watching, do the honor. The work I put in, man. Please find out if I'm doing the right shit with these players. Go watch highlights. You see these names I'm showing y'all. You see the speed on them. Check out the highlights and see if I did the right thing with them. You know what I'm saying? But Sawchuk is a speed demon. I'm talking about 10-4, 10-5 type guy, like Blazer. So, and guess what? If you're gonna run the ball the way the Bengals run the ball, you need a couple of running backs over here, and they got exactly that. I mean, Devontae Price is still here. Sawchuk should be the bell cow here, and the break tackles got to get better. This is why I'm playing Blake Caron just as much as Sawchuk this year because I like where he's at with break tackles and trucking ability. It's tough, bro. It's tough. I just think you gotta phase him in. I don't think you start him. I think he's gonna be. See what happens is this running back is gonna piss you off in the beginning, and what happens is you're gonna go up against so many good defenses with this guy at 87 overall, not ready. It's gonna dumb your offense down a little bit, and you're gonna be mad you can't get him out the backfield, and then you gonna fall out of love with him and shit. Versus putting a 93 overall guy on the field and working this kid in, and then letting it do what it do. But when he get him going, oh my God. This is a home run waiting to happen. I would probably put him at punt return, kick return too. So I like that pick in the second round. But their first overall pick is something he should have done. Most of you guys would have probably been like, "What? Fuck, he go get him for?" 'Cause they got receivers over there, right? But he went and got his son. His son really plays, D1 football. Not for Florida Tech. He plays for Florida Memorial, but they don't have that on the game, so I couldn't put that on there. So I put him at Florida Tech. So Corey Stanley Jr. is his son, and he had a really good high school career a couple last season, about 2. This is gonna be a sophomore year in real life. He's a dog. He plays. He's a really good player. I like to see him put that number 1 on him. You gotta take that 1 off of Larry, buddy, and put his number on him. So they go get their son. Obviously, when there's guys in my league that got either a kid in the league or one of our guys are actually in their class and all that, I'm gonna put him in there. And I'm gonna make him a dog. This guy's an X factor. Simple as that. He went and got his son. He went and got the pick he wanted, and I'm not mad at that at all. Now, why is this a good pick for him? Not just because it's his son, because Xavier Worthy got traded last season at damn near at the end of the year to the New York Giants. So the number 1 receiver in a couple of drafts ago is on the Giants roster now. So they kind of needed a receiver. So, he's looking at St. Anthony at 30 years old. At the end of the day, he's coming down flat out. I'll wait. I'm not going to do it now. So he'll come down, right? They bring in Corey Stanley. He's the second best receiver on this team right now. So they did what they had to do. They went and got them a dog at the bottom of the draft, that nobody else probably would have picked anyway. But because I know this league, how guys move, somebody would have snatched the shit out of him, not knowing who he is. So I'm like, you better get him when you can get him. All right, so obviously they got, I don't think this guy see the field whatsoever. But Christian Leary's here and Ja'Cory Brooks, both Alabama players, are here. So obviously Harold Carruthers will never see the field. But I like their receiving room. They don't need, six good receivers over here. The way they play, I don't think they need it. But you got a 6'2" guy. You got Kristen Leary who really played better than what he was in the draft. And then you bring in Corey Stanley. So to me, they got three good receivers now. You look at the tight end. Uh, they went and picked up late Austin Stalger. Anytime you get a superstar tight end, you're in a good situation. And let's not be confused with 87 speed, 87 excel, and think that this guy didn't have a first round grade on him. Ain't this one of our first round grade tight ends still? Hitter Austin Stogner, or did we think second round on him?
Oh no, he was first round.
Another first
First
round.
round run.
I thought 10 tight ends would go in the first round this year. That's what I thought. I really thought, and it didn't happen that way. But I thought the tight end runoff would be faster than anything else. But everybody kind of be stuck on the same shit. Safeties, that's 215. No safety should go unless they're a fucking monster. Should go on the first 10 picks unless it's like, oh my god, you can't pass it. All right, what else did they do on this draft? Just look at the offensive line. See nobody over here. Nope. Nobody over here yet. They not nobody over, and they didn't track the line at all. What about the DNs? They got Dallas Turner over here from Alabama. He's a fucking monster. Quavo fucking a million years old. They got a nice little defense end slash D tackle, in my opinion. They can work in. Let's see what else they got. Will Canty's here. Picked up Harrison Hunt from last year. Here they bloated at D tackle. I mean, they got too many of them actually. If I need a D tackle, I'm on his roster ASAP. All right, linebackers, Will Anderson. See a lot of Alabama players over here. Skolaski from Cleveland, Moses Walker. This is a good pickup too. This must have been a star, but this is a good pickup. You wait for a package or try to do something with it. I like it. 94 hit power, 88 speed, 92 excel. This is a late pick too. I don't think he got him early. He was still on the board in like the fourth round. Where getting up there in age, so he's going to have to come down off of that. All right, so he picked up Tom Fox. He got to get that back to the Packers. But he got Kip Lewis, so it doesn't matter. Kip Lewis is here, 90 speed, 90 excel, 92 hit power, so he should be solid there. So Tom Fox will make a note of that, Max. Tom Fox got picked up by the Bengals. He got to go back to the Packers. All right, in the cornerback room, let's see what they did. Terrence Wooten here. We got Maury Tate. They got Travis Brownlee. Jaquilion Johnson. They had a great cornerback room, but then they picked up Toriano Pride. All right, fellas, take a look at his highlight and see that they won on this pick right here. This is the fucking super win right here. I like it. Now their cornerback room is loaded. So again, guys, when we go through the top 10 teams that pick, and we look on that team and they loaded at positions that you might need, he should be a superstar. I'm sorry, I don't know why I didn't make him a superstar. I'll have to go back and look at some things. He should be a flat-out superstar. Can we take a note of that too, Max?
Yeah.
Torian Pride. He should be a superstar. All right, so we're looking at the Maury Tate. I mean, they kind of young at cornerback. They ain't in a bad situation. So I'm not mad at this pick because you can start to look at Wooten as a guy that you could replace eventually. I'm not mad at it. What else did they do in this draft? They got Kamari Ramsey at safety, 93 speed, 93 excel. He's a cover guy. Look at it, 85 man, 85 zone, 82 press. I do think he could play multiple positions in that secondary. Let's take a look at him. There's something about him that I missed. Well, I ain't missed, but like, yeah, he. All right, that's it. I said he could play corner or safety. That's what it was. All right, cool. All right, so that's a tweener. I'll let him know he can move him around. So not bad, not bad. What else they got over here? Ace Sanders they picked up in a trade with you. All right. He revamped at the quarterback position. He brought him a number one receiver in. Got a DB that's going to be a dog once I'm done with him, and then he got a nice little safety that could play either or corner or safety. And they got a bunch of players, D tackles and corners that they could absolutely trade for anybody that needs those type of players. We like the Bengals. Let me ask you, Hitter, overall, did they go? What type of grade would you give them?
I'll give them a B plus.
I was gonna say more of a B than a B plus. I ain't mad at the receiver they picked up. They did address the linebacker level. With Kip from Oklahoma. I like it. I don't think a B plus. I think a B. I think they Probably could attack the off. Nah, you know what? I'm lying. B plus. That running back's a problem. Will be a problem. All right. Who had the third overall pick in this draft? Pick before
Football
you.
team.
Football. No, you had the fourth overall pick.
I had a
No, he had
third.
the third.
Oh, you had the third.
Yeah.
Football team. Let's go look at the football team. All right, football team. I'm gonna just say it to y'all like this. At 3, the highest overall player in the draft was sitting at D tackle, Shamar Stewart. There's never been a D tackle in this league to come out of a draft that can play anywhere on the D line that came out with a 91 speed, 92 excel. Take a look at the highlight at 6'6", 315. And you can see why Nick Saban was bitching about Dion and
Jimbo.
Fisher. You'll see why when you see the draft class. I mean, the rookie class they got in 22. What they brought in for as freshmen, and he's one of them. And he we thought Jackson State was actually going to steal him, but then that Texas bag came out. Them oil owners out that bitch said, hell, not much you need. And we stopped. But anyway, when when you got to revamp your D line, when you know what's your name just retired? What's his name that just retired?
Audrey Drake.
And the other guy that don't play for you no more. When you came in the league, you came in with Chase Young and
Oh, uh,
Sweat.
Sweat. Yeah.
yeah,
Montez.
Montez Sweat retired, right? Chase Young is done with pretty much for the most part, right? So you got to revamp that D line. I know Angelo Falk has been a centerpiece of that D line, but let's talk about this. You drafted Malone last year, and when you look at Malone, you're looking at a guy with 85 speed, 85 excel at D tackle. What does this do for you to go get at 3 to go get Shamar Stewart? What does that do for you? Like when you pick him and he come off the board and your entire war room, everybody that's in the war room with you, snapping that they got the player. They got in your eyes, let me ask you this. In your mind, did you get the number one player in the draft?
Oh, without a doubt.
I agree.
I had the number one player on my board, and I believe the number one player in the draft.
In the total whole draft, he had the highest overall in the draft. It was 2 more defensive linemen in the draft with 92 overalls because he went Ian 93. He's at 92. It was 2 more in this draft class, and they both went in the top 10. Uh, so, Shamar Stewart, let's talk about it. 6'6", 315. Obviously, D tackle. But when you did your homework on him, what did you notice about this guy that makes
Excellent
him?
hands.
Okay.
Great change of direction.
Mm-hmm.
Very powerful. He runs through tackles.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't just grab onto somebody and then go dead legs. He grabs you and keeps the legs churning.
Mm-hmm.
You need that in the AFC, NFC East with these running backs that like
Yes, sir.
to push for extra yards.
Yes, sir. And then he's a guy that could play anywhere on the D line.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. And that's why I thought, hell of a pick. Like a hell of a pick. Like this was a honestly, this should have been a number one player off the board. In my opinion, he should have been number one on the board right away. Whoop, see that? Go get it. It's a wrap. I mean, this should be another great. The football team is known for their defensive line and the pressure they get with their D line. Now let me as a rookie, what do you do with him? Does he play DN a lot this year too? Do he stay at D tackle?
D tackle. We can move around. Basically my whole D line can move around except for
Right.
Falk. Falk's the
Okay.
only one that's kind of too light to be playing at D tackle.
Okay.
But basically I can plug and play any of my D line anywhere, anytime.
Anywhere, anytime.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I mean, I agree. I love it. I love the pick. I mean, size 6'6", 6'7", looking at this, and then you come down here 6'4", Taiwan Malone, who got good speed as well. So I like what you did. Let's go keep looking at what happened over here. That was the number one pick. Let's go looking off on the side of the ball at number 2. We got, to me, I don't know how the only first round graded tight end when you looked at the draft board. makes it to the third pick in the second round, Jaleel Skinner. So when I asked, was the Pittsburgh Steelers tight end the best tight end in the draft? You said, yeah, he won number one, knowing that you drafted an X Factor in the second round, pick 3. So again, tell me why the Pittsburgh Steelers have the best tight end in the draft.
They come in, they almost, they line up, they measure up almost the same, so that's what gave him the edge, that, he went number one, my player went second round,
Right.
number 3.
Your player got better catch, spectacular catch, short route runner, medium route runner, deep route runner. Should I keep going? And he's an X Factor. Should I keep going?
He got, I think he has better awareness, and that, that goes a long way.
The tight end he picked, Eric All, right?
Yeah, Eric All, yeah, 65. He came in at 65 overall. The catching is both at 85 right now, Green Arrows.
So Hitter, let me ask you, 29-year-old Cannon, Brahim, you stole King James out of free agency at 29. Doing time is 28. Why was it important in the second round? Let me ask you, was this a pick where it was like he's too good not to pick in the second round, or this was a pick that I need this pick?
I need this pick. He was definitely on my radar to go first round, but looking at how the tight end went number one, I took a chance on it and grabbed Stewart and hoped that another tight end would be there. Actually, both of my tight ends was there in the second round.
Yeah, because the Saints came right behind you and picked the tight end that I thought you were going to get.
Yeah.
From HBCU, they went and got Averett, who's a fucking man child. But when I said it was 10 first round graded tight ends, this was the first tight end on the board. And he goes in the second round, pick 3. Great pick here. Let me ask, is this a guy that's going to play right away with a 92 overall? I mean, your first 2 picks, let's look at his true overall. Your first 2 picks come in the league over 90 already. Are they starters? Day one starters?
Yeah, definitely starters.
All right.
We're still in experiment mode. Last season was experiment mode. We're gonna still continue that experiment.
All right, so that was your first 2 picks. Now you didn't have a third round pick, but in the fourth round you was looking for a safety. That safety went off the board. You stuck to the board and picked the running back. Now, some gonna say 6'1", 235 pounds, 93 speed, 93 excel. He comes on this roster where there's a, Karen Williams K. Wills, who hasn't really seen the field yet. He's more of a punt return kick returner, but 92 break tackle, 92 truck, and he can play running back if needed. Nice out the backfield. But Boone Jackson is 27 years old, and some might not understand this pick. So let's just say for the guys that waiting for me to ask this question, Boone Jackson didn't have that type of career yet here where it was like scariest running back in the league at 6'3", 245 pounds with blazing speed and can run through a wall at any moment. Right? What do you do with Amari Hampton?
He's my starter right now.
Amari's the starter?
Amari Hampton comes in the
Day
league.
Day one starter. Yeah. So is the phone ringing for Boone Jackson yet?
No.
Not at all?
At all.
Would you take calls if the phone rang for Boone Jackson right now?
No.
He's not going nowhere?
Nowhere.
So what do you say to a disgruntled player like Boone Jackson who already don't like your offense as it is and says he wants a trade because I don't use him right anyway? What do you say to a guy like that?
Trust the process.
Trust the process. I don't got that much time to be trusting shit. I'm 27.
Last year was his only break year. So he's good. He refreshed. He coming back. Yeah, he's ready this year.
What are you ready to do? He's sitting the bench.
He sat the bench last year, but he came in off the year before that 1,700 yards, and the year before that 2,200 yards.
All right, so what I'm asking you is, if he's not the starting running back this year, he ain't ready to do shit.
Oh no, he's incorporated. That he's just not, the way the game's set up. He doesn't. He's not in on certain formations.
All
Other
right, so
formations he
so so
is.
it will be a two-back system on a team that has four
Yeah,
running
it's
backs.
a boom and boom,
Boom and motherfucking. You're gonna
boom
call
and
it the
boom.
O boom. That's what we're gonna call it, the O boom. Oh my God.
Yeah,
O,
it's no more thunder and lightning.
it's O
It's thunder and thunder.
boom. It's the O boom. hmm This running back sat to the fourth round. What is it? 93 speed, just not fast enough in this league no more, I guess. On a
Nah,
rookie running
that
back.
ain't.
Is that what it
Nope.
is?
Yeah, not fast. They got to be 95 or above. Got to get them 98, 98. You know, that guy came out 98, 98. What was
Right,
that second
right,
round pick?
right. All right, so the strong safety position is solid. Let's go look over here. Opalamalo. I thought you drafted a safety in this draft. What are you on
I
practice
did.
squad?
Yep, he didn't make the roster.
Oh God. Let's go look at that guy. All right, so obviously Torrin Wright, Sergio Allen, nope. Christian Miller, D tackle. Is this an ability guy? Nope,
Who?
star.
Nope.
I mean, you got a lot of guys. Keenan Nelson, 92,
Yeah,
92.
that was the rookie. That was the rookie safety I drafted.
Oh my God, I shouldn't have went to your practice squad. Niggas about to come over here. They gonna hope they on that motherfucker at
Oh,
week 3. Oh God. All right, so what else we got over here? Let's see. He didn't need a corner at all. They got their corners to go forward with. Usually they always come through with a linebacker. Let's see if they did exactly that. I don't see one at this point right now. Nope. And they did draft me on practice squad right now. So Stewart. So we're looking at 3 players so far that made this roster out of your draft. With no third round pick. What was it? I don't see a lot of rookies over here. What's going on over here in Washington? I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. Obviously, you're in a situation where you really don't need them. I
well,
see it.
I had 72 players in the fourth week of the preseason, and it came down to cuts.
Boy, look at the wide receiver room.
I
Bill be
think I
still
think I
around.
think
Watson,
my tight
Irvin,
end
Wanda, Bond.
situation kind of
Changed in free agency.
yeah
You was able
kind
to
of put
snatch up King James.
yeah King James. I couldn't put him back out there.
All right, so who had the 4th pick? Was it the Rams?
I think it was. I think it was the Rams.
Let's look at it. Let's look at the draft. We'll see right now. The Rams had the 4th overall. Yes, sir. All right, so let's go see what the Rams did.
Yes. He picked another one of them D linemen that we expected to be top 3.
No. Oh my God, the Rams did. He got. I thought it was the Saints that got Kamari Everett or Avery. Oh my God.
No, it was it's the Rams that got him.
I thought Foe got this motherfucker. Oh my
No,
God.
no,
This wasn't his first pick though.
no. He got Jemiah Alexander with the
Oh, he
first
got.
pick.
Look. Come on. Look. Oh my God. Oh my
No,
God. Oh my
he
God.
followed the
Oh
blueprint. Look at
my
the
God.
blueprint.
Look
Look
what
at
he
the
did. Yeah.
blueprint.
Oh my God. Damn. Oh, look, bro.
Look at the blueprint. Look, I'm just
Bro.
saying.
Bro. Oh, no, yo. Listen, coach.
Anything you could do, I could
I
do
could do better.
better.
Anything you can do, I could do better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I
Yes, I
can.
can.
Yes, I can. He went the
Yes, I
fuck off.
can.
Oh my God. He went off. D line, come right back tight end. Blueprint.
Blueprint.
But he got the number 1 fucking defensive end in the draft, Jeremiah Alexander. Some would say the best defensive end in the draft. Guess what?
Some would say best D lineman.
Some would say best D lineman in the draft. You got to say that too. All right. So
Yeah,
look,
he's in that argument.
here's the funny thing. Jeremiah Alexander and who else in this draft class played on the same high school team?
Do I need to say it now?
Yeah. Oh, we can wait. But you know, right?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, we can wait. All right. So they go get Jeremiah Alexander. Go look at his highlights. Is all I'm gonna say. He wore number 7 out in high school. And he's going to be a monster. Oh my God! So he's a dog, flat out dog. I love this pick. This is a hell of a fucking pick here. And if you don't got nobody wearing the 7, Bo, please put him in the 7, man. Oh my God! Because what I say here, I said that if he went, boop. Well, what I say, if my guy ain't there, fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh my God! He didn't just get great players at the position. He got monsters. Every
Monsters.
pick, no. Just take a look at
Yeah.
what I'm reading. Every fucking pick damn near. So let's take a look at it. Jeremiah Alexander, monster, 6'6", 275, dog, right? And you won. You completely won. I would have unlocked him first. This is who I'd have unlocked. And I think they needed him because Pierre Woods was getting old over there at DN for them. And they had some really good success with their DN. So you go get this kid, boop, you're looking at X Factor right away. Nice height. You can intertwine, like you can literally move him to D tackle if you want to. He got good strength to play D tackle, although I think his natural position is DN. Um, yeah, I think his natural position is DN. But let's continue to look at this. I mean, you get probably the biggest defensive tackle in the draft, and Bear Alexander out of Georgia. I mean,
Fifth
89
round.
overall, 5th round, too. 6'4", 350, 82 speed, 82 excel, already 99 because the green arrow's up. So we're looking at a monster here. Then you come back in the 2nd round and you get Kamari Avery. So as you can see, that's why I said Rams got the best DN. I mean, tight end. Now you got a superstar, so you can't, X Factor superstar. It is, But I mean, he is the fastest. He is the 93 speed, 93 excel. Um, you have to look at him at the D tackle. I mean, tight end. I keep saying D tackle to get to see his. I mean, yeah, hitter. The only thing I don't like about him is when you look at the route running and stuff. He got a lot of work to do there. Deep route running is great. Release is awesome. And then, pass blocking, but then you get to the run stuff, he's at 80. So this guy can do both. He's really good at both too. Um, this is a win, flat out win. I mean, he might have the fastest fucking linebacker, tight end core in the league. I mean, Jay White, 95, 96. You're looking at Terrell Owens Jr., 93, 93. And then you're looking at now Kamari Everett. What do you do if you're the Rams? Like, does Kamari become your number 1 right away, or it's hard, right? You're looking at Jay White. I mean, at the end of the day,
I mean, Terrell Owens Jr.
right? I mean, three. I mean, if I'm the Rams, I'm gonna be honest with you. With DJ Ugalele at the starting quarterback this year, if I'm the Rams, I'm going to find a lot of 3 tight end sets. I'm going to revamp my rush offense, right? Because they do a hell of a job running the ball with their running back. Now, what I mean, he gets a lot of carry to E.B. Savage. They also got Peyton Pickett from Jackson State, who could be special for them as too at 5'9", 225. Could be a bowling ball for them. If I'm the Rams, tell me if you like this theory. I'm going to playbook, and I'm finding a lot of 2 and 3 tight end sets, and I'm revamping my offensive game. All right. And I'm running my offense through those 3 tight ends with these 2 running backs right here, right? And you put DJ Ugalele in a situation where, while he's in play action and things like that, you can cut the field in half with him and make it safer for throwing the football versus what you did when you had Charlie Ward Jr. I'm coming out in single backs with 3 tight end sets all over the fucking place. And I'm utilizing all 3 of them because, in my opinion, I think Terrell Owens Jr. can still play some receiver and certain shits in the red zone. Spread him out at the square receiver and let him play some jump ball football over there with that 98 special catch. I'm working this. I'm not just gonna, come out and run traditional, shotguns, things like that. Like I'll put those, you have them in there because obviously you got, the roster for it. You look at your receiver room, pretty solid, especially the top 3. You're kind of getting old there, right? So you really kind of got really old at the receiver spot. A little old, but they're still young enough to play. Before it's all said and done, Damon Demas will be my number 1, and he'll be on the field along with these 3 tight ends. And I'm running my offense through through that. And you know what happens if the Rams makes this move that I'm talking about? In my opinion, he's throwing less interceptions and he's winning on mismatches all over the field. I would literally come out and go change my playbook up, hit the Google up and let him make your playbook for you. I'll make that bitch for you, and I will have a lot of 3 tight end sets. What you think, Hit? Is that am I on to something there with this team?
Yeah, it was definitely worth the try.
I mean, what do you got to lose?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. I mean, I'm working this because you got 6'8", 6'4", right? 6'6". I mean, 6'8", 6'6", and then 6'7". I'm putting these guys on the field. They're on the field because not only is EB Savage can get anywhere between 20 to 30 carries in a game, he also is sometimes their best receiver. So, in my opinion, I think they need to utilize that where they can work these 2 guys at the running back position, and I will even mess with him at fullback as well. And I'm coming out in those type of big sets where I got 3 tight ends on the field. Even if I come out eye close or eye pro, I'm putting receivers out there. I mean, tight ends out there. So I'll put Demon on the field, Damon. I'm gonna put Damon on the field, right, at 1, and then my other receiver is a tight end. And I'm coming out in big packages all the time because they got the weapons to do it over there. So what else did they do? Again, they got Big Bear, Alexander. That's a huge human being. Again, when they getting up there in age here,
Shaquille Knots.
Bear Alexander, and at the receiver position, like you said, Knox. Knox was better when I made him last year. I forgot who had him. I think Rob had him. He was better when I had him last year, but his senior year wasn't too shabby. I didn't like what I saw on film. But
Kate
yeah,
Powers, middle linebacker.
and he got a superstar there. He moved him to middle linebacker. He play outside,
Okay.
but he got a superstar there though. So this is a good pickup as well. I mean, obviously the Rams did his job, bro. I mean, especially at 5. In my opinion, he's supposed to be a superstar. I'm just changing it right now. Remind me to take care of the cornerback for what's his name too. All right, superstar. There we go. That's fixed now. There we go. All right, so we're looking at the linebacker. Who else? What else they got over here? I mean, they got Crouch over here too. I mean, he got a team over there. I mean, I would get rid of this 30-year-old at 84 speed. No wonder motherfuckers running by you talking about, hey, I hope he ain't just starter. He's slow as a motherfucker. Oh my. He can't even play DN in this league. Get him the fuck out of here. Oh my god. All right, what else they did over there? They get any corners? Nah, no corners here. Safeties. Antonio. Let's see what else they got. They got Daniels and Dylan Grant. All right. I like what they did. I mean, the blueprint was definitely laid out as far as what they did. They went D line and then tight end. Right after you just went D line and tight end. How do you feel about what the Rams did?
Oh, excellent, excellent job.
I think they did a hell of a job. I think this is an A,
If
definitely an A
if if,
grade.
if I was at 4, I would have made those same 2 picks.
And then he got the steal in the 5th round with Bear Alexander. I mean, anytime you get a fucking 350-pound monster, like it's not just he's 350 pounds though. It's like no human being in their right mind should be 350 pounds with 82 speed, 82 excel. He gonna fuck something up. Oh my god! All right, so they got there. I mean, after losing Aaron Donald, do you think that Barry Alexander can come in and give them not Aaron Donald per se, but like a big time run D tackle?
He could definitely plug a hole.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, they loaded over here in D tackles as well in this area. So, all right, we like the round. Who had the number 6 pick in this draft? I think it was the Vikings. Slide down here to the Vikings. When I don't know, I just go to the draft. See what they had. Yep. All right, number 6. And they went and got a player that I thought because of his height and size, that he would go in the top 10, and he did. And to be honest with you, I almost made a trade in my cornerback room because of this kid, Will Johnson from out of Michigan. Love the pick. You get a 90 overall corner. Now, you don't see no green arrows on this team. So this corner came out a true 90 overall. 95 speed, 95 excel, really good agility, really good change of direction, 85 man, 85 zone, 85 press. This is a day one shutdown, lockdown corner right now. Like, he's not going to have too much issues getting him up to speed, ready to go. All he needs is just game time, just the game experience. Hitter, how you like this pick?
Huh, nasty. I love 6'3" corners.
He's not just 6'3", 215. Like, he's a big body. Like, he's a big body guy. He gonna better play real physical. What's his strength? 82 strength, 84 hit power. If he had one more hit power, he fucking around could tweener him. But I will say this: he's not a tweener, so don't even think about it. This guy is a pure corner out there in Michigan. He got a dog, 98 jumping, 85 catching. I mean, the block shed is high. Great hit power, strength is great, awareness. All our DBs come out 875 awareness. But he's ready to go. This should be a day one starter over here. I think him and Eli Berry should be there 1 or 2. Although hitter Eli Berry can play multiple positions over there. So you got Keith David. He was getting up there in age at 29 at 6'3". I mean, Eli Berry is 6'3". Will Johnson is 6'3". I mean, Mario Van Peebles is 6'3".
Peebles.
What?
Mario Van Peebles.
Peebles. Yeah, not Pebbles,
yeah.
Peebles. I'm sorry.
Peebles.
Cordell Flock comes over, 6 foot, and then Grant Williams, the 5'9" guy that's probably never gonna see a down of football. I mean, I don't even know how the hell he's a superstar at 68 overall. Like, if I'm him, I'm like, yo, Ant, can you take that off him, please?
He covered that water bottle. That's what he got. 67 man, 66 zone.
Who had the 5th overall pick? I just skipped the whole 5th overall pick and shit. Like, what the fuck? Oh, here we go, right here. The Bears. My bad. We'll come back to the Vikings. The Bears. I'm chilling with something. Let me show you the video, bro. I'm chilling with something. Nah, bro, she ain't fat. She don't eat donuts. Malachi Nelson could have came out last draft with 1 and 2. Hitter, you know all about this quarterback right here, Malachi Nelson. He got a fucking monster at quarterback.
That draft would have been too loaded.
Yeah, like we'd have had so many good quarterbacks. It would have just been like, wasted. Yeah, it would have been a waste. But we don't see Justin Fields on this roster anymore, right? Guys is hard headed as shit, bro. Like, so let me ask you this.
We see a Dustin Crumb though.
Like, why is guys so like these? I called him after the Super Bowl was over. I called him and said, pay attention to everything. And look what he does. Goes and signs somebody's quarterback, knowing damn well that quarterback shouldn't be in free agency, and he does exactly that. Like, I should just drop his players to 0 right now, just because he's a fucking idiot. But he did pick Malachi Nelson, so we'll stay there for a second as he gives Dustin Crumb back to the Packers. So that's Tom Fox, and Dustin Crumb goes back to the Packers. Guy's so fucking hard-headed. But let somebody have touched his players if he was on the don't touch list. He'd have been all over that phone. Yo, bruh. Yo, can I get my player back, bruh? All right, so what are you getting from Malachi Nelson? Again, go watch the highlight and you tell me if I didn't make him. To me, he's a pure passer. He's an athlete. He can make things happen. He can get outside the pocket. I mean, to me, got the arm to be in Chicago late in January if they're in the playoffs. I think he has the arm for it. Obviously, 90 across the board when it comes down to the accuracy stuff. Short, medium, deep. Throwing a run should be pretty solid over there. I mean, this guy, I don't think he loses a beat. And if I'm Chicago, I'm getting the same feel I had when we started the dish when he had Justin Fields. I'm getting that same feel. Like, 6'3", 200 pounds. We got us a guy that can come right in and fit right into the scheme that we have. Plug and play type guy. All you need is experience with him. We've seen what some of these coaches have been doing with the younger quarterbacks. And we also seen them struggle in the playoffs. We should expect that out of the Bears if they do make the playoffs this year. We should expect them to struggle early in the playoffs because of the diaper dandy at quarterback. But they got the number 1 quarterback in the draft, and you can't dispute that. Right after getting the quarterback, I don't know. They always had a good line, but with D West, you don't know if he signed his players back or not. So you have no idea if he still got that same line. I do think he did go corner in the 2nd round. I do think this was the second round pick right here.
Jaleel Force,
Yeah, Jaleel
Lawrence.
Barnes. Yes, sir.
Yep,
Oregon is
is
fucking dog. Now he wasn't the second round. He wasn't. He
talent.
wasn't. He shouldn't have went. Nah, he should have. He got a first round corner, but he wasn't graded to come out in the second round. So this was a reach. Like he went and dug for this guy. But I'm gonna tell you like this: if he was around when I had the eighth pick in the second round, he's not on the board either. I'll go get. I would have went and got him. So they got themselves a steal here. This kid can do a little bit of everything. I'll show you what I mean once I get on him right now. So we're looking at great speed, right? Good change of direction. You're looking at good man, 80 man, 80 zone, 88 press. Obviously, you got a plus to it. Catching the solid, hit power solid. Like this kid can play. You know what I mean? Pursuit 96 with the green arrows up, block shed. So he's gonna be able to play in the run game as well. Now, was this a needed thing? I do think so. I do think they needed to go corner. Obviously. Now I like their cornerback. I'm looking at Joey Porter Jr., Prophet Brown from last year. They got the fastest corner in last year's draft. They come back and get another speed demon there, and they still got Jalen Kimber. No ability guys though, but I like the three that they can work with Joey Porter should be on ability, but obviously not. So I do like the cornerback room now. I like what they got going on right here. Let's see what else they pick in this draft. All right, so they picked Miles Rousery. This was a late pick from out of Campbell, 6 foot, 200 pounds. You're looking at 92 speed, 94 excel, 90 agile, 90 change of direction. It's pretty solid corner over here. His safety over here, where back-to-back drafts where they drafted safety Cam Keller Britt, who could play corner or safety. He probably moved in the corner safety itself. They got his own Hawk guy there. I like it. Let's go dig into him a little bit. Let's see what else he possesses. Star athlete. What's his hit power? 85. So he's more of a cover guy. 80 zone right now. 80 man ain't bad at all for a rookie. So that's not a bad pick whatsoever. What round did they get this guy? That's a steal for the sixth round. Really good pick in the sixth round. All right, let's continue to look at his roster and see what else he got rookie wise. All right, Nick Singleton. You get yourself a superstar running back. Now, I love this pick. Here's why. 220, so you can freight train him the moment he unlocks if you get him the X Factor. And I know he's not an X Factor, but I do know he's a superstar. He was the number one back in the draft. The real talk, he's the number one back in his class. I didn't make him the number one back in the draft. I picked the Georgia kid first, but you're dealing with a superstar, so that's a good situation for him. And I do think they need this. Now, Walter Payton Jr. was over here in their backfield, right? But I'm assuming Walter is getting a little up there in age. Exactly, 28 years old. So to me, this was a great pickup right here. You just got to work him. He doesn't need to play right now, like right away. He doesn't need to play. But if I am him, I'm planning as much as I could possibly play. But they do have, two-headed monster over there. I like it. Tank Bigsby's here as well. They got some good running backs over there. But I'm going to play this kid. I think he's a monster, 88 overall. I'm going to play him because Walter's getting up there in age. So we like that. I like what he got so far, those three, the safety, the corner, the quarterback, and a running back. So they tearing the draft up at this point. This is what happens when you're sitting at 5. You could tear the draft up. All right, Macau Williams. 6'5", 298 pounds, 80 speed, 82 excel. I don't know. You like this pick? Hitter?
Yeah, solid. It's solid. Was it? I think this is his 7th round pick.
Late pick.
5th round. His fifth round pick.
Sixth round tore it up. All right. Well, their first three, the running back, the cornerback.
Jake Johnson, tight end.
They got Jake Johnson too.
Yep.
Oh wow. I didn't even see that. Where's Jake at? Oh, Jakey. It was a lot of good tight ends in this draft, bro. Oh my God. What round he got Jake in?
I think 4th. He's showing already.
Yeah, it's a 4th round pick because he already shown the superstar. For those that didn't know that's still watching right now, any player that's round 4 and on, if they superstar stars, they're gonna come in and unlock. So he got the number 2 tight end in the draft in the 4th round. Now, I didn't say he was the best tight end, the second best tight end in the draft. I say he was the number 2 on the board draft in the second round. I mean, the fourth round. It's big time. It was a big time win here. I thought he needed a tight end anyway. He lost his tight end last year's offseason. So let's look at the tight end room. See what they got over there. He might have went and got him back. Leonard Tillert's here. Solid. Yep. So they got 2 dog ass tight ends. I like them a lot over there. Cool. All right. Back to the number 6 pick real fast. We talked about his
The
cornerback.
Vikings.
So now we want to go back to what else they did in this draft. Oh, I'm gonna tear this league up tomorrow when we do the finish the recap. All right, Malik Murphy, Will Johnson, Jamarion Miller at running back, T.J. Dudley at linebacker, and there's his picks. So you're looking at a star at Jamari. Not bad, but 94 speed, 94 so ain't bad. Malik Murphy. Does Malik Murphy come in and start?
Yeah. I don't know. He got Evan Prater.
That's what I'm saying. Evan Prater got the speed he looking for. But Malik Murphy is a solid quarterback. I like him.
Murphy got the arm. He got the dots.
This guy, he ain't the fastest quarterback, 85 speed, 85 excel, but Murphy has a fucking rifle. He might have one of the better rifles in the league. Oh my god. Let's go to his position so we can actually see the quarterback stuff. I mean, 98 throw power, but what makes him? No, I'm on the wrong guy. Sorry.
No, he got Malik got 98.
Power, right. Yeah. But this is what I like about him. 85 short, so that's above average. Like that's really good short accuracy and medium. But the guy deep ball is gonna be fucking crazy.
95.
I mean, and this is why, I'm playing him over Evan Pryor. Maybe you work a two quarterback system because of the 93 speed, 93 excel if you want to run your quarterback. I like the arm strength, but look, it doesn't match. His throw power is a 97, but his deep throw accuracy only is 75. So in my opinion, I'm giving Malik Murphy a chance to play right away because there's no real difference here. He's the better quarterback right now, in my opinion.
He's 90 overall?
He's a better quarterback right now. Yeah, 90 overall. You got to play.
83 with the arrows.
You're a fucking asshole. This motherfucker 83 with the arrows. What is he really? Oh my god. Yeah, get him the fuck out of here. There's somebody in the league that just want the 93 speed, 93 excel. They'll take it. Get him out of here. Malik Murphy is the starting quarterback over there for shout. What the X factor? 83 overall. You can't even open all 5 of his boxes right now. Oh my god. They get him the fuck out of here. Get him out of here. I want age, man. Just want age first. All right, so what else? T.J. Dudley, 87, 87. This ain't a linebacker you're going to be heads over heels for, but roster filler. All right, so we like that. Who has 7? I think the Chiefs had the 7th pick. Am I right? If the Chiefs had the 7th pick, I don't really like talking about teams that don't actually draft. His second round pick wasn't supposed to be his anyway. Yep. Here's the 7th round pick, guys, right here. 7th overall pick, I'm sorry. Let's see what they did with those shits. Jake Garcia, backup quarterback, superstar. Nafuya Tukalamamaka, 88 speed, 82 excel, star. This is a late pick, though. They got Jahad Campbell, I ain't mad at it, Alabama superstar. They got Deshaun Missa at linebacker. Brian Allen Jr. from Texas A&M, not bad. They ain't do a bad job looking at a couple stars over here. But here's the superstar. I don't think he's a superstar.
Shit, he got a 21-year-old lineman.
Right, they the lineman. Where he at? Forgot. We gotta look at some of the linemen down there.
Bro.
Fucking 93 overall. What's his real? He came in at 91. Jesus Christ. I mean, this is what you need up front. You need that type of shit. All right. I like that. I like that awareness. I mean, they got some plug-and-play players. Not bad.
Yeah, a 22-year-old rookie lineman.
I forgot to change the name on these linemen, bro. Some dog-ass linemen in this draft. There was dogs in this draft. Don't get it twisted. Right here, bang. What else they did? Where's the other guy? You said another 22-year-old right here.
Yeah,
Clay
Clay.
Evans, 91 overall. He won on the line. He got some work. He got some worker rally. So what else is on here? Let's go to the the eighth overall pick, and we're going right to the next team right here in the Colts, and their linebacker you. That's what they do over there. They go linebacker heavy. I don't think nobody in the league got the linebacker room this guy got right here. So took up Marcus Washington. This was a late pick. He picks up Jalen Sneed. If you don't know Mike's a Notre Dame guy, and you should know by his roster. So let's look at what he did. Speed kills. He got the number one left outside linebacker in the draft. 6'3", 250, 225. Superstar X Factor. 94 speed, 94 excel. Monster. They come back and get the second fastest running back in the draft, and Ali Shadi Salam from out of Rutgers. Little guy, but man, speed kills. He's flying. They come get Kamari Wilson. Let's see if he unlocks to a superstar, which I think he does. Where you at, young man? Where you at? Yep, superstar. Don't mistake him from the other Kamari over there from UCLA. That's somebody drafted already today as well. But Mike won. He always won. And then he comes back and gets the defense and Maliki or Malika Kai or Malachi Henrik with 92 speed, 92 excel. And this is a guy that was at the bottom of the draft. So when you look at the top DNs that came out, they came out with really good speed like this. And he comes out at 88 overall. They also traded for Noah Kane from me. So this is part of their draft as well. So they get an X Factor running back. And then again, you get the DN who's locked right now. But when we look at him, we know he's a superstar. So Mike wins. He knows how to drive. He knows what he's looking for. He goes and gets it. But what do you guys say about since the last Game of Thrones draft class, this team has drafted a top linebacker in the last 6 drafts. What do you guys say about that, Hitter?
You love Notre Dame players, and obviously you love Notre Dame linebackers.
So let's look at the linebacker room over here. Obviously, Jalen Snead comes right in to start. They still have Hippolyte. These are picks that he couldn't control that he didn't draft. But they picked Prince Cali, obviously Notre Dame. Like you said, Notre Dame linebackers will be on this roster. You look at Kidd, he's getting up there in age. So this works out, in my opinion. Westbrook is still here. They go get Jeremiah Trotter, who was the second best linebacker in last year's draft. They got the right outside linebackers. There we go again,
Bishop
right?
Gorman.
We got Bishop Gorman's little brother. And then you also picked up Prince Darba. Oh, you know what I was supposed to pick in this draft? Fuck. I'll bring him out next draft. He came back out of retirement. He left Texas and then came back. I don't know where he's playing at yet. I gotta go look him up again. He's gonna be a dog. All right. They also went in their secondary and they picked up Marcus Washington, 93 speed, 93 excel. I think a star athlete. So they got a nice little corner. 79 man, 84 zone, 80 press. What else did they do? No safeties. They did get a safety. All right, so they got 2 here. All right, cool. All right, Mike did a good job. You look at what do you think? How you think? I think it's great.
Oh yeah, he did a pretty good job. I give it a solid B.
I think with Noah Kane in the trade, I think I'll give him a B plus because he kind of won. He got the number 1 left outside linebacker at 8. He got a superstar safety. Right. He needed to get younger at safety anyway. And he did. What else? He picked up
Superstar running back.
Superstar running back. No, he didn't pick up a superstar running back. We traded for him for me.
I
No, he
got
did.
Ali
Yeah, superstar running back. So that running back room, like I don't know what I'm doing over here. You got a 222-pound guy, 220-pound guy, and then you got the speed demon. You might got a good receiving running back here. I think a B plus. I like it. B plus. Good shit, Mike. Good shit. At number 9. Now you're not gonna be able to see me at more than at number 9 at every round. I came back down to the 9th pick after I said I wasn't gonna go nowhere. But Hitter, remember the Rams defense end?
The one he drafted.
The one the Rams drafted.
Yeah, Jeremiah Alexander.
All right. So we went and got Peter Woods. Look him up. That's all I'm gonna say. Look him up. Hitter, you watched the highlight on this kid.
Hmm.
How hard was it for you not to pick him at 3?
Extremely.
All right. So what does him and Jeremiah Alexander have in common?
They both played at the same high school. They both sacked the same quarterbacks.
All right. So they both coming from the same high school in Alabama. Now I'm not sure if Antonio and Brandon are from Alabama or Arkansas. But if y'all on watching right now, I need to know because if they are, they're gonna know who these guys are. Yo, cousin, I never give that draft pick. What you want me to do? Give him this year's pick. All right. I know we getting super late. Let me not start looking at my texts and shit like that. All right. So let me ask y'all this. I can't remember the school's name right now. I'm gonna have to go look at the real fast. I hit his text messages to really get a grade on. Hitter, why I'm doing that? Why did I come down from 31-9 to come get Peter Woods?
He's
Like,
a special player. He's another one with great hands, great change of direction, attacks the ball. He doesn't over pursue on defense. It's just a young stud.
where Jeremiah Alexander was the number one defensive end in the draft, he was the number one overall player in the draft. This kid is better than him. Let's just say it. Let's just call it what it is. He's better than him. And he's younger than him too. So he's from the 2023 class. So in all actuality, Peter Woods came out a year early, not a year early, but he came out as junior year versus those other guys coming out their senior years. Um, if we're keeping track of the draft class we at right now, I'm just trying to see the high school they went to again, because they had 16 D1 players on that team. Let's go Peter Woods. Give me a second, fellas. Peter Woods High School. Peter Woods High School. I did not say pause. Peter Woods High School. Thompson in Alabama. All right. There's another school out there, a black and orange team that's like where what's the name one? What's the cornerback for the Humphreys? Hoover. There we go.
Hoover.
Yeah, Hoover High School, the two best high schools in Alabama.
Hoover kind of fell off.
Yeah. Well, I ain't fall off in what I got. Getting rid of Boware. We come back and we get this fucking animal right here. 92 power moves, 92 finesse, 93 speed, 93 excel, 85 tackle, 92 blocks here with a +3 to it. 99 strength with a +4 to it. 92 agility. This kid should be an animal day one starter, flat out like that. This is my number 9 pick, in my opinion. Should have been a top 5 pick. But needing preferences, I knew I can get down to 9. I don't think if I got anywhere outside of 9, I get this player. Day one starter, right away on the field, playing day one. Simple as that. All right, who had the number 9 pick and the number 10? I had the number 9. So who had the number 10 pick? The last pick I talk about today, and then we will get back to breaking down each division and their draft picks and their off season as a whole. So at number 10, we're looking at the
Saints.
Saints. Let's go to the Saints, boy. Oh, you know what? I can't stand this little motherfucker. He get on my goddamn nerves. He get on my nerves more than Young Camden do, because Young Camden be on point too. But goddamn. So let's go look at the roster real fast and let's just look. What the fuck? Who the fuck was that? Did you see that Mexican that just showed up on my screen, bro? Oh my god, what the fuck was that? All right, so I thought the Lions was gonna pick this tight end. He had him last year, Jalen Lay. So the problem was he probably didn't see the school Clemson next to his name, so he probably didn't remember who he was because of the name. I don't know. I gotta find out why Antonio did not take him. Maybe because he had G. Scott already. Didn't take him. But Jalen Lay comes out of X Factor at 90 speed, 90 excel. Again, a really good pick. He also picked up Drew Wolf, another superstar. So he got two of those tight ends that we said were first round grades. Got two of them. So let's look at his tight end room and see, if this makes sense or this was a pick. And it does make sense. I mean, it really makes sense. Completely makes sense. So I'm not mad at it at all. Then you go to their wide receiver room, and they picked up one of the better receivers in the draft class in Amari Clark, another kid from Camden, that's going to Campbell University, 96 speed, 96 excel. Chain of direct is great. Catching traffic is great. Special catch is great. He got him a dog. Now, I'm not mad at him getting him. I thought, I always want the guys that I had on my team already, or I know to go to somebody that's going to use him. Well, we know what he does with the receivers he gets. The problem is now Troy Franklin, who was a Pro Bowl player last year, I don't think he'll have more than 60 catches this year because he's going to give this ball to him all game long. All
All
game.
game.
Ain't going to be another receiver touching the ball out there in motherfucking New Orleans. Look, when Troy Franklin got drafted, he was like, and he had the year he had, his rookie year, he was like, hell yeah, I'm the man over here. Until he saw the next receiver got drafted the very next year. So that's how I go over there. Macklin ain't get to play yet. He got still here though. Now, Troy ain't the new number one no more, so we guarantee it. If you look at the Saints history, whatever receiver he shit with, the next year if he draft another one, that receiver's done. He was a trading. It's over with. But he ain't miss on one pick yet. Let's go. And then he got probably to me the guy that can go everywhere in that secondary right now, Keon Sad, another New Jersey kid. And he is a dog, flat out dog. 6'3", 215. He won here because Kai Fo got old. So when he picked him, I wasn't mad because last year he picked Palmer at safety, right? But Palmer can't go to the sub package, so he kind of like won there. So I like it. I'm not mad at it. You got Corey Palmer from last year from Camden, and then you get Keon Sabb from New Jersey as well to go along with Orlando Jordan. So I'm not mad at that pick at all. I thought he tore this draft up for real because he got one of the best safeties in the draft, one of the fastest safeties in the draft. He got one of the best receivers as far as overall wise in the draft. You get an X factor in Keon Sabb. You get an X factor in Amari Clark. In the receiver Clark, right? You get an X factor there. Amari Clark, X factor, right? What else you pick? At tight end, you get an X factor. He won there, right? Not only did you get an X factor at tight end, you also got a superstar blocking tight end. Then you come back and get a guy that can do both, who's an X factor. So this is another X factor we picked up. So now, when you talk about a win, you could probably come back to the Saints at number 10 and think they had the best, one of the best drafts in the of this draft because he's winning. He's down there, got an X factor in most of his picks. Do I need to show y'all that this guy's X factor? That's what I was ready to do. I just didn't do it. So that's another win. I mean, your tight end's an X factor. Your receivers are X factor. Your safety that can do a little bit of sub package, a little bit of corner, everything. Superstar X factor. What else? Am I missing something? Because there's a bunch of X factors running around over there.
We got a 7th round pick that came out superstar.
Oh my God! Yeah, he just didn't. He just won. He won across the board. Bottom line. All right.
74 overall D tackle.
Oh my God! X Factor, Superstar, X Factor, X Superstar. Oh my God! X Factor. Did he go in the offensive lineman? Elijah Clark. Let's go down. Eric. We got a look safety. Kicker. That's going to get turned into a
Kicker.
superstar.
Yeah, you got a kicker.
Yeah. He won. He won. Where's that D tackle at? How old is he? Yep, Sheldon
22.
Billerstein, 74 overall, superstar. I don't know. This ain't a real guy at all. This is undrafted. He just won. He's just an undrafted superstar that was there. And at the end of the day, the Saints probably had, when it comes down to abilities, he had the best draft. I don't think he had the best draft, but he had. I mean, you know what? You can't even say he didn't. He had the
got
best
X
draft.
factors. He got the most X factors.
Got the most fucking X factors in the draft. Like flat out one.
Who did you unlock?
Right. God damn. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I mean, I don't think you need to. They already unlocked. Look at it. Ready? Wolf is unlocked. Jaden is not. But Clark's unlocked already. Keon Sabb's not. I wouldn't have unlocked Clark, but that just tells you what he wants to do right away with him. I would have probably unlocked him right here, Keon Sabb. Yeah, I would have unlocked him. But good shit. That's our top 10, fellas. For all y'all that stayed up tonight with me, I appreciate y'all, man. I got y'all. Not no gifts or nothing. I'm just saying I got y'all. Just remember I got that. I understand who was on with me. Other than that, we're gonna get into the divisions tomorrow. I'm gonna break down divisions and who won out of the four teams in each division as far as what they did in the offseason. Other than that, and hits the franchise guru, hit the spitter. You always know we threw him like when I call him hit the spitter, but fuck that. He was up late. I got the best defensive lineman in the draft. I don't give a fuck what you talking about, hitter.